It gets better. I didn't expect this, actually. I've returned home to 2 letters, one of which was written yesterday, actually, I've just noticed. One which arrived early in the week. Right, so apparently this is official sensitive. It's got that in bold type. Don't know if that means I'm not supposed to read it out. It's signed by E someone, and then underneath it just says Post Clark. Post Court. Post Court. 2 words. P-O-S-T Court. So what does that mean? That means absolutely fuck all, does it? This letter means nothing. However, it really does mean nothing. You remember, I think it was the beginning of the week, actually, I got one saying the court were doing an investigation. So now they want me to fill in an appeal form. Yes, I'm sure that'll go a long way. Oh, and I've got to sign it, which would mean that I would recognise the court case, which I never have to this point. Because if you recall, I was dragged out my house by thug police officers. So that's a load of bollocks. I don't know which, I presume this is the more recent fine. You notice I'm now asking me to appeal about the last fine because of course that has been proved completely unlawful because of course they dropped the charge this time relating to that. But they're not mentioning that. Although there might be, because I have another letter. No, this one's on the one about the 9th of November as well. So, this is about my complaint to the court. The district judge dealt with your case. Was it a judge then, was it? Wasn't a magistrate. Because that was a magistrate's court. So why would a district judge deal with it? The district judge dealt with your case on 9th November in your absence. Yes. Funnily enough, that's because I was told it wasn't on by the CPS. You remember me reading that letter out when they'd asked for the date to be vacated. And then you just carried on regardless with a second charge, which never would have occurred if you hadn't have started the whole thing up in the first place. Fucking hell. A district... I've read that a bit. After looking at correspondence received on 1st December, feels there is no response required. Now, well, if it's Judge Enright, you'll be asking your copper mates what you should do because you pass messages on to them. I mean, if you wish to dispute that slanderous accusation, I suggest you look at the court recordings from Crown Court. I know you can't, can you? Because you don't record fucking court cases because you're a bunch of bent bastards. Fuck you. Apparently, though, even if I appeal, I'll still be expected to pay. Why? Only if you win your appeal. Yes, there's 2 chances of that, and one of them involves a snowball in hell. I'll leave you. Apart from which, by appealing, I would be admitting that I'd actually done something wrong. So... only if you win the appeal would you receive any money back. If you are not in a position to pay in full, I would recommend contacting the fines department to potentially agree a payment plan. Failure to do so could result in the account being further enforced. What enforcement? All I've had is a court order which was completely unlawful. It was due in 2 days ago. In fact, I think last week. But like I told the Billish, you crack on. We'll see if you can get you 50,000 views on YouTube, just like Richard Gilbert got, and who probably isn't in a job anymore. I don't know. One would hope not. Cracking that, innit? No response required. You're not allowed to talk to me either. Fucking hell.